Hey peeps, it's Hailey here, and the Music Freaks finale part 2 is almost here, and we are 2 days away from it. So I have some theories and predictions for it. So let's get started. In this first image, we see Hailey looking at her phone. She's looking at Jake's texts. We see that Jake had texted her since in the beginning of episode 10, and he's been wanting to talk to her, which totally relate. I could totally relate. If I would feel down, I would text one of my friends whenever I'm feeling down. And Jake has been the feel most depressed along with Hailey. I could so relate. So what I can predict is that maybe she might text him back. I'm not so sure, but I have a feeling that she might. So yeah, let's go to the next image. What we see in the next image is that Jake and Daisy were talking. So what we saw in the end of the first part of the finale is that Jake texted Daisy for help because we heard what Daisy said when she talked to Jake. You can't just leave things as they are. Fight for what's precious to you. Why do I feel like I sounded like Daisy when I voice acted? And yeah, I have a feeling that Daisy might tell Jake about this recording incident. So what we saw in the spoiler back on Rosie's 26th birthday back on May is that we saw that Jake turned his head around and he saw Hailey. We can see that Daisy right there, she's blurred in the image. Maybe she saw them too. And we can see in this image too. It's also in the spoiler from Rosie's 26th birthday. And yeah. And you could tell that Xander is about to go on I'm gonna kill you mode. I'm sorry. You know how Xander is. Next one. We see that the stage is getting propped up. And you can see those three in the front row seats. Right there. I think they're preparing for the competition. And those are the three judges. And you can see the person right there in the middle with the tie. I think it could be one of Drew's relatives. He never mentioned that he had an uncle, so that dude over there, that could be Drew's uncle. Dang, he has a rich family. Next, we see that after when Hailey checks Jake's messages, Xander might tell Hailey not to forgive Jake because he told Hailey that he meant what he said. Like, Xander, are you crazy? No offense, but Vicky still loves Xander, by the way. So maybe Hailey is trying not to listen to Xander. We could tell that Luke is looking at Hailey, which is like, maybe he might be thinking that I don't want to make all Lander fans sad, but I'm sorry, I have to say it. Luke might break up with Xander. I'm sorry, y'all, I had to say it. I don't know if the Lander breakup will be true, but we'll find out and see if it's true or not. In this next clip, we see that Millie is kind of losing it right now. Maybe she's trying to disagree on what Sean is trying to say. You can tell that Sean is looking at her. And I have a feeling that he might try to persuade the club to forgive Jake. Because, me and Vicky love platonic Jamili these days. Next one, we see that a girl is whispering to a guy that his hair is covered, his eyes, and Hailey is looking at her. And maybe she's whispering about the audio. That girl right there with the striped shirt, she's whispering about the audio. I just know that she is. Next. Oh boy, I feel like I'm gonna get a stomach ache on this one. We see that Zöe and Lia are talking in the bathroom. You could tell that Lia is scared right there. And Zöe, holy cow, she is starting to lose her temper. I have a feeling that Zöe might end her friendship with her or Lia. Well, what we heard from the end of episode 10, the first part of the finale, is that Zöe said that Lia doesn't do anything right. And I said, Zöe, what the hell? Like crazy. Lia redeemed herself, girl. Get a therapist for a chick. And yeah, maybe we might have a chance that Zöe might lose her temper. What? But we will have a chance. Cause yeah. Next, we can see the Joeys. We could tell that. Why is there like a lettuce juice box there? Like, lettuce juice exists in this generation? We could tell that they're talking about Jake. You could barely see Drew, well, a little bit of his hair. We could see Liam and full of Henry. Maybe they're talking about Jake because they was thinking of him since he lashed out. Like, Jake, you shouldn't leave your friends out. I mean, they mean everything to you, including the club. Next. Oh, the principal. Scariest person in school. No offense. I think the principal might be talking to Zöe about the cyberbullying, or maybe the club or Jake. I think it might be Jake or Zöe. Who knows? But, you know. Next. Sorry. Sorry, I couldn't handle it. I'm sorry. Okay, this is my favorite part of this teaser. We see that Millie is talking to Elliot. Hi, sweetie. I'm sorry, I can't handle myself when I'm around those two. I have a maybe Millie is talking about the audio. We could tell that Elliot is very bothered, and I have a prediction for them. Oh God, I'm such a sucker for those two. I have a feeling that Millie is going to open up to him about the audio, and maybe after the competition, she will say the words. I have a feeling that we might have a Millie confession because we have a high chance of it, and damn is Elliot tall. I'm sorry. Next we see that Leah might be looking at somebody. Maybe it might be Jake or Hailey. I'm not so sure. But what we saw in the teaser is this. Holy cow, is Zander angry? Maybe he might realize that Leah set the audio to the club and he might go out angry mode. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Next, we see that Hailey is walking and oh my god, I shrieked when I saw that Drew grabbed her. Maybe Drew might tell her that none of this was Jake's fault. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. It's the teaser we're talking about, for crying out loud. Next we see is that, oh, my poor baby. Well, Vicky's poor baby is that Jake has a face shadow and like he put his head down. The club members are looking at him. Like, I don't want to say this to make you guys start a war on me and try to terminate my channel, but hear me out on this. Jake will commit suicide. No offense, but I have a feeling that Jake might, and Hailey and the club will stop him from trying to do that. No offense, but you know. Okay, this one we see that Hailey turned around and he realized maybe she might realize that Jake really didn't mean what Jake said. Because, you know, I believe Jake. Vicky just really loves Jake the way he is, and you know. Last one we see is a Jaylee middle school flashback. Yeah, this is for Jaylee shippers, and yeah, I have a feeling that maybe Hailey might walk up to run to him and give him a microphone for another chance. And yeah, those are my theories and predictions. I am so excited. And I have a feeling that we saw the Milliot picture. Oh, by the way, we saw the new characters that they were blurred up. That's that's Dom and Faye. They're the new characters from the Milliot spinoff. And yeah, be sure to check Rosy's previous Discord server about the Milliot spinoff update. I have a feeling that Faye and Dominic are gonna be the best in the spinoff. I can't wait to hear what their voices will sound like. And let me know in the comments what your theories are for this finale. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye!